Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Gonna read through the full article. It is pretty short. There's a link in the description. And it's a dark topic once more. It involves the murder of a 2-year-old at the hands of this guy in particular, but also this woman is involved. If you do feel a little bit down by these topics, do check out some of the friends of the channel. I particularly recommend At the End of the Day YouTube channel with Bella. She does live streams. Very pleasant, very kind community. Just there to have a little bit of fun. So that's a good place to go if you want to have a mental break from these extremely dark topics. But let's have a look. A man and a woman in Mississippi have been charged with child abuse, and the man with first-degree murder after a 2-year-old boy died of blunt force trauma earlier this week. The child and another boy, the other boy was 2 months old, were under the care of this utter scumbag here, or alleged scumbag, Demetrius Ashley, 22 years of age, who was the father of the younger child, the 2-month-old, when the Pike County Sheriff's Office responded to a call about an unresponsive child on Monday. The initial call said that the child had choked and was not breathing. An ambulance transported the child to the emergency room, but medical teams were unable to revive him. The younger child, the 2-month-old, was also admitted to the hospital, but the sheriffs have not told us why. Emergency room staff determined that the 2-year-old had injuries consistent with child abuse and notified the sheriff's office investigators as well as the Mississippi Child Protective Services. This alleged scumbag, Demetrius Ashley, was arrested and charged with felony child abuse. When an autopsy was completed on the 2-year-old boy on Tuesday, they determined that the boy had died of blunt force trauma. The scumbag's charges were upgraded to first-degree murder. So initially charged with felony child abuse. After the autopsy, they confirmed that the 2-year-old died of blunt force trauma, and the scumbag's charge has been upgraded to first-degree murder. Kiara Scott is this woman, the mother of both children, the 2-year-old that died and the 2-month-old that was in hospital. She's the mother of both. He's the father of the youngest. So he's not the father of the 2-year-old that he's alleged to have murdered. So the investigation has determined that the abuse of the 2-year-old has been ongoing, and deputies have arrested Kiara Scott, who's also 22 years of age, the mother of both children, and she's been arrested with felony child abuse. So this is at the early stages of the case, of the investigation. They are both due to face trial. No date has been set at this point. They are awaiting their initial court appearances. So I guess we could err on the side of presuming innocence. I don't necessarily feel the need to do that. I think the police know what they're doing. I think those guys, the medical examiners, when they perform autopsies, I believe that they know what they're doing. I believe that they're going to be able to show that the 2-year-old died of blunt force trauma. So that is her child. And, also there's another 2-month-old, which may have also suffered from child abuse. We don't know, but either way, let's hope that the trial goes to place, and let's hope that these guys are, face fair justice, and if they are found to be guilty, let's hope they get what's coming to them. I'm going to look up whether or not Mississippi have a death penalty. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay, guys. Okay, Mississippi. So if you do find this guy guilty of first-degree murder of a 2-year-old boy, please consider applying the death penalty for this guy. If it so happens that the mother was also involved, if it so happens that her charges are upgraded to first-degree murder, if it so happens that the trial shows her to be guilty, then Mississippi, please consider the death penalty. You know, let's not give child murderers a pass. Let's give them what they deserve. What they deserve is an eternity in hell, and whilst they're on this plane, let's make their life as short and as full of suffering as we can.